Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online NECROM and our High Elf Arcanist and Sharp as Night companion. This is the first companion on NECROM. He likes fishing, so yeah. That's very good. And how is everyone? Hope you're good and well. So we are at this shrine, temple, or what is this? I forgot, I didn't play in like 2 days. I didn't have the time. I still have the daily active. What's wrong here? Armiger Rilasi.
I just saw him. The Lark of Rosgard. He's in the crypts. Just need a moment to catch my breath.
What happened?
I was setting up protective runes in the crypts when some swift priest came bumbling in after me and set them off. We were forced to flee when the spirits of the interred attacked us, and then the Lark of Rosgard managed to slither into the crypts.
When he get attacked by the spirits?
He's so slippery, there's no guarantee they'll even slow him down. Quickly, please. If you can help deter the spirits, I'm sure we can corner him and stop this once and for all.
I'm ready to chase down the Lark of Rosgard. Let's go.
Quickly, into the crypts. We can't let him get away.
No, we can't. I see some runes over here. And a torch bug.
Better overstocked than under.
Welcome, chest. Oh, that's a nice staff. It's a lining staff. But that's a good one. Let's check. Mine is better. Oh, and also it's part of a set. I'm getting more health from that. What is this? Oh, someone died? Oh, really? And where is everybody? Why is this here? So this is the crypt. Silent Mora crypts.
Hurry! The Lark can't be too far ahead.
Just a second to check some urns. No. No. Ash. Oh, recipe. Thank you.
The way that priest tripped all of your protective runes, it's almost like they're working against you, Rilasi.
No! Get him!
And another one. Okay, let's go and get him. Oh, I like to do this. To check every urn. I know this is crazy, but why they put so many urns with good stuff? That's an enemy. New companion ability.
And down they go.
Char. He can use char.
Need something.
Skills. That's nice.
We can't.
Oh, that one is empty. Very empty. Your companion just unlocked a new ability. To have them utilize this battle, interact with them, select OK. I know, I just did that. I'm faster than the tutorial. Oh. Oh my god, why are you so close? I don't want to speak with you. This is an interesting skill.
Well, Auntie, who's your friend? Are you ever going to introduce us?
Quit running away, and I'll do more than that.
You're going to regret this.
Oh, that's a companion. Let's
What can
give
I do?
you equipment. Awesome. Increased penetration by 900. And hands? Oh, they are the same. That's nice. Oh. I didn't check.
We've almost got him.
Oh my god, where is...
Let's hear it.
Not skills, equipment. This is medium armor, okay. That one is dead.
If only
Oh.
those priests had listened to you, Velasi. You know, it's not too late to switch sides.
Shut up! I'm not switching sides!
Okay, just a second. I need my merchant
Trade with Khajiit?
to sell some items. Common tongue bracers collected. Daily endeavor complete. Let's sell everything. We need more gold for now. Okay. Now I need sharpest knight.
Ready to move out.
There is another player searching all the urns. You see, I'm not the only one who is crazy doing
I know
this.
that fetcher's here somewhere. Let's see if we can draw him out.
Viewpoint.
And the talisman is mine! You know, if you leave that replica where it is, the High Priest would be none the wiser. It could be our little secret.
No! Nobody saw me. How could the Lark have known? He has the talisman. The real talisman. I made a replica of the original. Switched it out without the High Priest knowing. Then, I hid the real one down here to keep it safe.
Why would you do that?
The High Priest refused my order to take the relic off display. He thinks it's safe as long as he's watching it. But the Lark could steal stripes off a cat. If I couldn't stop his heist, I thought I could at least trick him into taking a replica.
The Lark saw through your trick. He left this note for you at the shrine.
That arrogant swit! And if that foolish priest hadn't prematurely set off my runes, I'd have clipped the Lark's wings and had him dead to rights! Tell me this isn't over. Tell me you found something useful. Something at the Khajiit camp, maybe.
The Elder Eilir Sudro. Who knows? Visited the shrine alone. I also found this story he wrote.
A story. Great. What reason would this elder have to visit the... Wait. Did you read this? His legend says the relic holds this eye of Bandar. Fetch it all! I need you to get back to the camp quickly, before the High Priest intervenes.
I head back to the Bandari camp. What do you want me to do there?
Keep an eye on that elder. If he's really involved, he may not know the danger he's put himself in. Believe me, even if only one of the Khajiit is conspiring with the Lark, the High Priest will make sure the entire caravan suffers for it.
What are you going to do while I go to the camp?
I'll see to High Priest Treelam. I'll assure him that you're in pursuit of our thief and everything is going as planned. If you don't manage to recover the talisman, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay, what if I get there and the Khajiit are gone?
You really think they'd have packed up all those tents and left in the time it took us to get through the crypts? Nobody's that fast. Not even the Lark of Rosgard.
Are you going to tell the High Priest about the talisman? Oh my god, what was that?
The replica, you mean? I know what the Lark said, but I actually have principles. A code I try to live by. I can downplay the caravan's involvement, but I'd have to tell the truth about my actions. I've caused enough trouble already.
Are you going to tell the High Priest about the story of the Eye of Bandar?
You mean the third-hand account that directly challenges the religious importance of the most sacred relic in the shrine of this peninsula's most influential patron saint? I wasn't planning on it, no.
Why not?
Did you forget who you're talking to? It's not my place to challenge the faith in any of the patron saints of the Great Houses. And even if it was, do you really think that stubborn High Priest would give the story any credibility? I don't.
Why is stopping the Lark of Rosgard so important to you?
Because I'm an armiger. I should delight in such a grand and poetic experience. But no matter how clever or prepared I am, every chapter against the Lark ends with me playing the fool. This refrain only ends when I beat him for good.
Okay, now I have to return. So many players around. That's a nice dragon. I think I also have a dragon. Maybe not a gold one, but I really know that I have one.
Go ahead. I'll meet up with you soon.
Okay. Let's get out. Okay, let's return to the Bandari camp.
Useful. Hold on to that.
So my companion also likes...
Trapped in here. Help me.
What's this?
How long I've waited to take my revenge? No? Gladly show you!
Okay.
My chance to get revenge.
I don't know what was that, but that was okay.
Been on the lookout for that.
Wasp. Players running around. And they left. The camp is abandoned. I was right.
What the hell? Please.
Bloody cloth. A bloody scrap of clothing. It seems like it was left behind as a warning. A ransom note from Shadea. You do not know Shadea, but the Elder Elir Sudodro, oh, that's a bit hard for me to pronounce, told this one everything about his little scheme and your part in it. Shadea thinks the talisman will be a better payout than the meager gold her band is getting from this peddlers. If you wish for the Elder and his remaining family to live, bring the talisman to the abandoned outpost east of camp. Any tricks and we will point this outpost with the blood of the Bandari. Okay. And this one is injured.
They're still alive in the ruins. Walker, please. Save my family.
What happened? Who did this?
Shadea kept pushing to leave. Elder Sudro insisted we stay. And then he told her everything. The relic, the thief, secrets we swore to keep. He spoke on the eye's value to the Bandari, but she heard only the promise of coin.
What did she do with the others?
Took them to the ruins. The relic is the price of their lives. Too late for me, Walker. Please, find the Lark. Save the others.
I'll do what I can.
Everything went off without a... Wait. Where is everyone?
Lark?
What happened here? Did you do this? I knew Relasi was desperate to get me, but I never thought she'd order something like this.
Shadea did this. She left her ransom note.
Shadea?
Yup.
Why did he tell her? That old cat is too quick to assume the good in everyone. And perhaps I'm about to make the same mistake, but I'll ask it plainly. Can I count on your help in rescuing my client and his family or not?
You don't get paid unless you rescue them, do you?
You think the Bandari are paying me? They could barely afford to pay their mercenaries.
Whoa, what was that?
The Lark of Rosgard never leaves a job unfinished. Simple as that.
Why would you agree to steal something without getting paid for it?
Stealing is so inelegant a word for what I do. I prefer to think of it as reacquisition. And the simple answer is that some things are much better earned than bought. Trust, for example. If I give you the talisman, will I have earned yours?
What's your plan?
When we get to the ruins, I need you to barter with Shadea. Do whatever you can to keep her occupied with the talisman. While you do that, I'll do what I do best. It's a gamble, but I think we can pull it off.
I have some questions first.
I have some answers, but let's not go on too long. As much as I'd welcome seeing Relasi, I think it's best if we keep ahead of her for the moment.
What's the story with you and Relasi?
She was on duty guarding the library of Vivek when she almost caught me reacquiring a rare first edition on behalf of the original author. She took it very personally, and she's been obsessed with catching me ever since.
Has she ever come close to catching you?
Oh, sure. Within kissing distance every time we've met. The only reason she hasn't yet is luck. Plain and simple. But you'll never see me admitting that to her. Better to leave her thinking I'm at least one step ahead.
Are you always so flirty with her?
She's obsessed with my every movement. But I'm the flirty one. Sure. Oh, I wonder if she'll be jealous when she finds out we've been working together.
She seemed pretty insistent that you worked alone.
I keep telling her we should run away together. That's probably what she tells herself to keep from saying yes.
Why did you agree to steal the talisman of Saint Voris for Elder Sudro?
I met Elder Sudro with a bounty on my head. He could have turned me in for the payout. Instead,
I'm
he
trying.
welcomed me into the caravan. And that story of his ancestor tricking Saint Voris into coveting the Eye of Bandar always stuck with me.
So you're repaying him for a favor?
The Bandari believe that favors should be passed on, not repaid. The Lark of Rosgard was born from that idea. Still, we both always wanted to reclaim the Eye of Bandar. So we planned it, with some trickery of our own.
Why did he decide to bring the caravan all the way here for something so risky?
Leave that to the customs of the Bandari. His family wanted to reclaim the Eye just as much as him. Going alone was never an option. Still, the camp was vital to misdirect investigation, just as the Lark of Rosgard serves to misdirect motive.
Do you keep any of the things you steal?
Reacquire, not steal. And no, the only things I keep are memories and my notorious name.
If you left the crypts before me, why did I reach the campsite before you?
You really don't trust me, do you? If you must know, I was waiting until you ran off to try and catch a moment alone with Relasi. If I had known what happened with Shadea, I would have come straight here.
What did you end up saying to Relassi?
Nothing. All the times we met before, there was this fire in her eyes when she pursued me. Now it's gone. I think I pushed her too far this time. I thought making my presence known would have just made things worse. So I left her alone. I'll meet you at the ruins. Remember to keep Shadea talking as long as possible.
Long as possible, okay. Those ruins.
Good to get stocked up.
So my companion likes crafting, fishing, collecting items around. And I really like that too. Oh, deal with a Daedric prince. Oh, that's a long one. I'm not going to read that. If you really want to read it, just pause the video. Oh my god, this is the public dungeon. Wait a second. The public dungeon is there, but this map over here is the map from the public dungeon. That's a bit strange. What do we have here? That's a jewelry box. Look at this place. Very beautiful and unfriendly. No, that's an empty wardrobe. I don't understand why they did the public dungeon map on this area. Man, what do we have here? This place is scary. Carrots. Get the carrots, my friend. You can't miss them. Get all the carrots. Apples. Greens. Everything is so nice and good. And we have an enemy over here.
Come no closer or this one will bleed out the Elder. Where is the thief?
Shadea, please. This one is sure that Walker means no harm. We can talk through this, yes?
Oh my god, we are speaking from so far away.
You should have kept your nose to yourself, Walker. This does not concern you.
I have the talisman of Saint Boris.
What? Where did you... It does not matter. Give it to Shadea, now!
What are you planning to do with the talisman?
With so many hands grasping for it, someone must pay well for it, yes? Shadea is losing patience. Toss it over now.
I'll throw it on the count of 3. 1, 2.
What was that? No! Curse you, thief!
Haha.
No! You will pay for this, Walker. Surrender the talisman or the others die.
Please, Walker. Save this one's family. Give her the talisman if you must.
That's Relassi. Follow my lead and play along.
Stop right there!
You've tricked me out of the talisman, but you'll never catch me alive!
Scoundrel! Thief! Pariah, curse you and hound your steps for all your days!
Well, that was convincing. Where are the others?
Okay, optional steps, of course.
This one is not injured, Walker. Perhaps it is a better fate than he deserves.
What happened back at camp?
This one misplaced his trust, and now pays dearly for it. Those who tried to fight back were killed. Please, Walker, none of this was worth the lives of my family. Save who you can.
I'll follow Shadea and see what I can do. Okay.
I came as quickly as I could. As soon as I saw what happened at the camp, I followed the tracks here to the outpost. But Beck, what a terrible thing. If there are any others left alive, we need to save them.
What happened back at the shrine?
I'd have been here sooner, but High Priest Treelam kept badgering me with questions. He hasn't even realized his precious relic was replaced with a fake. When I got there, he'd taken it off the pedestal and was clutching it to his chest.
So, you're not worried about finding the original talisman?
While there are lives at stake, I couldn't give a nix. If you can go after them, I'll escort the Elder here safely out of the caverns. Can I still count on you?
I'll make sure the rest of the Bandari escapes safely. Okay, so I have to go through here. Outpost tunnel. Oh, hello.
Should have been more prepared.
Oh, that's a pumpkin. A nice looking pumpkin. What are they? That one is going to die. He just fell there. So there's no... Okay, he's up. He's safe. Seasoning. That's another pumpkin. Oh, I have to... Okay. It blocked me.
Quiet. Some quiet. Who's better than us? Nobody.
Easy to kill. No worries. Chain post.
You are a true friend to the Bandari.
Of course I am the true friend.
This one shall pay your favor forward.
Yeah, you need to give me 1,000,000 gold for that.
My thanks, Walker.
Now leave the outpost. Oh, okay,
I was starting to get worried.
I didn't pay attention over there. Let's collect some stuff around.
Stocking up. What?
Overview. Status Cardinal.
The others just passed me. They're safe. Now, all that remains is to decide the fate of the Talisman of St. Voorhees.
What if Rilasi tells the High Priest about you working for the Bandari?
She wouldn't. The only person Rilasi wants to suffer for this crime is me. And she still needs to catch me. Besides, if the High Priest knew about her little stunt with the replica talisman, she'd be finished. We've got that we can hold over her.
What if she tells the High Priest the truth about the replica herself?
Way ahead of you. While you were saving the hostages, I doubled back and managed to steal Rilasi's replica off the High Priest personally. Serves him right for not listening to my favorite armature in the first place.
Why did you do that?
So I could give it to you. Will you honor the patron saint of House Telvanni by restoring his shrine's most beloved spoil of war? Or will you don the mask of the pariah and deliver them the replica? The choice is now yours.
You're trusting me to make this decision?
For everyone involved to keep their desired reputations, there is no one else I can trust with this decision. It has to be you. I mean, I know what I'd do, but it's in your hands now.
Explain this choice to me. Why does it matter that I have both the replica and original talisman?
As far as Rilasi knows, you only have the original talisman. If you give the original to Elder Sudro and the replica to Rilasi, she'll have to pretend it's the real thing, or get herself in a whole world of trouble by admitting how she lost it.
And if I choose to give Rilasi the original?
Then you'll have honored the tribunal and saved the shrine of St. Voorhees from a fate of worshipping a worthless trinket with no real mystical properties for time immemorial. Or perhaps they'd be doing that either way. Who can say?
You don't feel any sympathy for the followers of St. Voorhees?
What they don't know won't hurt them. The Eye of Bandar has been lost for generations, and yet the Bandari kept its legend alive through stories. Is the faith in St. Voorhees so fragile that the loss of one relic would send it crumbling?
What exactly is the significance of the Eye of Bandar anyway?
That question, my friend, would be best asked of Elder Sudro. Though if you've heard the tale of his little ancestor, you may have some understanding of it already.
Why are you trying to help out Rilasi?
Rilasi has made things hard for herself, remaining a decent person in her line of work. Even her making that replica was done with the best of intentions. Chasing someone for so long with little to no headway can't be easy. She deserves a win.
Are you turning yourself in?
When we've just started having fun? No. The Lark's got plenty of work to do, believe me. And if I wind up playing the fool in Rilasi's story more often, I think that's something I can live with.
She seems pretty intent on catching you, don't just playing the fool.
Rilasi follows a code, as did St. Voorhees, as do the Bandari, as I do, and I'm sure you do too. Our codes clash and harmonize. Most of the time, they pass in quiet opposition. I'm holding out hope that Rilasi and I will harmonize again someday.
Will failing this heist ruin your reputation?
No. See, the important thing here is that Rilasi didn't catch me. In fact, you looking like you caught me works in my favor. Trust me, she needs the encouragement. It'll keep her from giving up.
Why is that a good thing for you?
My reputation wouldn't be half of what it is today without Rilasi making me notorious. That's a valuable thing to have in a long-term adversary. And she keeps me on my toes. That's useful. Even if I'd much rather she have me on my back. See you around, stranger. And send my fondest farewells to Rilasi, will you?
So I have to complete one. Deliver the talisman to Rilasi, give the real talisman to Elder Sudro. Hoo. It's hard all the time when I have to make choices.
You know what that's good for? Ah, you'll figure it out.
Hey, where are you running? No legendary. Now let's try to speak with
The Walker has returned. 1,000 blessings to you, Savior of the Bandar.
Now let's see.
This one mourns those lost when Shadea's greed overtook her. But we would have lost so much more if it were not for you, Walker. This one knows not how to express his thanks. The buoyant Armiger. She failed to catch our tricky friend, yes?
The Lark of Rosgard is gone. I have the talisman of Saint Voris.
Ha! So, the fate of the Eye of Bandar falls to you. Whichever way you choose, Walker. This one asks only that you do not use what you learned today about the Eye to challenge the faith of those who serve at this shrine.
I have some questions about the Eye of Bandar.
This one grew up hearing the story of his little ancestor, sparing the life of a caravan by tricking the fiery one into his obsession with the Eye. Now, this one followed his own obsession and lost many. Ask what you will. This one will answer.
What is the real significance of the Eye of the Bandari?
Ah, by all appearances, it is a simple gem trapped within a gilded talisman, yes? The Eye of Bandar is a relic traded between clans of Bandari. The holder may ask for any item, any favor within means, and the receiver must provide.
It is really worthless outside the hands of the Bandari.
Should you break it free from the talisman, you would see. It is moonstone, worth very little coin, yes? And yet, it is rubbed smooth and small from passing between the hands of my people. A symbol of indulgence and trading in good faith.
Why don't you want the High Priest to know the truth about the talisman of Saint Varys?
You mean that the Eye of Bandar inside the relic has no hidden magic at all? By the code of the Bandari, such words would be unwelcome in the ears of those who follow Saint Voris. They would cause harm, and so we discourage them.
Do you think the followers of Saint Voris will do the same for you?
This one cannot say, Walker. This one only has the code of the Bandari to indulge the beliefs of others. Besides, to wield the truth in such a way would ruin the most fragrant mischief of the story of the little ancestor, yes?
Okay, let's say goodbye for now and let's see what Rilasi
Good thinking.
has to say. The blue one. And there is another runestone. So many runestones around here.
Good eye.
Of course I have a good eye. Thank you.
Good, you're back. Just as we planned.
I didn't plan anything.
You should have run.
You know, I half wondered if you were going to come back at all. Rather, I thought you would, but I also thought I knew everything there was to know about the Lark of Rosgard. Loath as I am to admit it, I was wrong.
I have both the real talisman and the replica you made.
The Lark gave them to you, did he? Why? Everything he's done today has questioned what I thought I knew about him, including putting this choice in your hands.
Are you going to tell the High Priest that you made the replica without his knowledge?
If I do, I'll most certainly be stripped of my title as a buoyant armiger. I'll be severely limited in my capacity to stay on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard. And who else is going to apprehend him, if not me?
So you're not going to.
The High Priest doesn't need to know the full details of our investigation. But I need something to return to him. You have something, don't you?
What should I do? Let's give this. Okay, let's go with Rilasi.
Thank Vivek. I had lost all hope. I'll destroy the replica and learn from this day. The only thing I did right was enlist your help. May we meet again. And the next time I cross the Lark of Rosgard, may it be the last.
And I got a knife.
Salem Mora remains ever the same. And yet everything has changed for me. I thought I knew everything about the Lark of Rosgard, but I didn't. I tried to stop one crisis of faith and ended up with my own.
So what will you do now, Rilasi?
I'll send a report to my superiors. I'll remain in Salem Mora for a few days, just to make sure it's safe. And then I'll likely be back on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard.
Just a second. I'm back. So, where are we? Let's read. I'll send a report to my superiors. I remain in Silent Mora for a few days, just to make sure it's safe. And then I'll likely be back on the trail of the Lark of Rosegard. How did you manage to make such a convincing replica of the talisman?
Oh, I've always had an eye for that sort of thing. The sacred gem looked enough like moonstone that I made it work in a pinch. A little bit of weathering, using some basic spells, and that's it. Sometimes I wonder if I got in the wrong line of work.
And how did you manage to replace the original with the replica without the High Priest noticing?
It's just being furtive and aware of your surroundings. I suppose I have some sort of intuition I've picked up from my work on... You know what? I'm going to stop this line of questioning right here.
What did I say?
No. I get enough teasing about how good a thief I'd be from the Lark of Rosgard. I don't need it from you two. Now run along before I decide to change my mind about not taking anyone into custody for this case.
Oh, okay. Whoa, there are so many players around here. Okay, what quest we have? Gather volcanic stinkhorn. Okay, let's go for this quest now.
Better overstocked than under.
Of course, better. Everything is better. So, anyone join my stream? Welcome. And thank you for joining. And I saw some runes over here. Jijota.
You show the dead more respect than the living. Leave my offerings to me and get your dung-smelling incense out of my face.
This is my great-grandmother's favorite scent.
What is
See,
this?
I actually pay attention to my ancestors and don't buy whatever is popular.
What's wrong with this too?
Don't keep me here too long. I need to get to Necrom before that fool. He thinks my ancestors will shun me. Ha! I'll show him the right way to honor those who've passed.
Why do you care so much?
Have you heard the way he talks to me? He thinks he's better than I am because he's bringing homemade goods to Necrom. I don't have the skills to make the offerings my ancestors want. Is it so bad that I buy them instead?
If you bring your ancestors what they want, that's enough.
That's my position. But apparently appeasing the ancestors is about more than giving them exactly what they ask for. The keepers in Necrom wouldn't allow these goods in if they weren't sufficient.
I think you should make something for your ancestors.
Do what you want with your own ancestral offerings and leave me to do the same. Still, maybe I could learn to cook. Or work
Definitely.
silver. Something useful I could incorporate into my life and not just give to the dead.
Make good meals.
Can you believe her? My fellow pilgrim prioritizing anything other than her ancestors' wishes. She should care less what I bring for my family and focus more on her own paltry offerings.
What's wrong with her offerings?
She did little more than purchase them from a merchant. There's nothing that ties her family to the offerings except an exchange of gold. If I were her ancestor, I'd feel snubbed, deprived of a connection to the life work of my family. Forgotten, even.
Maybe that's what her ancestors want.
Honored with the trappings of wealth, instead of the comfort of familial affection? Oh, never. What would you know about this anyway, Noir? You're no dark elf.
Noir.
Don't assume you know our ways.
I'm a Noir. What are you bringing your great-grandmother?
Incense formed by the deft hands of my daughter. Fragrant bread baked by my son. Fruit picked by my wife. And the yarn I spun myself. My great-grandmother's spirit will be placated with the knowledge that her family remembers her well.
How do you know that her ancestor doesn't want wealth?
honored with the trappings of wealth, instead of the comfort of familial affection? Oh, never. What would you know about this anyway, Noir?
Yeah,
You're
I
no
already...
dark elf.
I already
know our ways.
hit that line. You talk like your ancestors have preferences.
They do. They speak to
Oh,
us and
they
demand
do.
our respect. The walls of Necrom are filled with the spirits of the deceased. It's an honor to make the pilgrimage there, to give our gifts to those who wait beyond life.
Okay, this was interesting to find such a nice story over here, and it's not a quest or something. And the quest is over here somewhere. Yup. Oh, into the lava. Oh man, this is scary. Oh, volcanic stinghorn, okay. A volcanic variety of stinghorn that is native only to the Telvanni Peninsula. It smells distinctly of brimstone. It stings like brimstone and fungal blooms. The other way. Okay, let's walk and enjoying the scenery. I checked the achievements for Necrom, and guess what? There is fishing achievement. There is a fishing achievement to catch all 12 rares. And I already have one. And with my companion...
You could brew something nice with that. What do you need?
You see, fish bite at an increased rate and have a higher chance of being trophy fish. So this companion perk is amazing. Very amazing. Fishing is more easier now. What's wrong here? I didn't learn what he doesn't like, because these companions have likes and dislikes. Oh, and here is the fungal bloom. This local variety of fungus is found only on the backs of the shroom beetle native to the Telvanni Peninsula. And now I think I have to return. Oh, it's over there in Alda Isra. Oh yeah. Let's fast travel there. I don't want to walk all the map there. Herald Seekers for the daily. No way. You can do this alone.
You know what that's good for? Ah, you'll figure it out.
Of course I know what's that for. And this is so beautiful. Look at this place.
Good to get stocked up.
They made a great and beautiful game. Hello. Oh, there is a chest. Oh, it's a simple one. Oh my god. Oh, that's stamina. Bulver.
Ah, welcome. You returned at just the right moment. I assume you brought the ingredients?
Yes.
Ah, excellent. Yes, I see you found the remaining ingredients. Knew you could do it. Knew you could. Give them to me, if you please. Everything else is prepared.
Here you go.
Well done. Yes, just needs a bit of finessing. Brilliant. Should be all ready now to give to Oathman Lero. May I ask one more favor? Could you give it to him in my stead? Last I saw him, he was meeting with Spellwright Varsva.
What will you be doing in the meantime?
Oh, you know the usual, cleaning this, tossing that, busy. I need to avoid the mushrooms. Yes, that's it, the mushrooms. All those spores in that area are murder on the sinuses.
Alright, so what is it you do for Oathman Laro exactly?
To be honest, I try to keep a good distance from Oathman Laro. I do some apothecary work for him and gather any ingredients he needs for his own work, but best not to get underfoot. He's a yeller, you know.
Do you talk to him about how he treats you?
Vivek, never! I could never. He would strike me dead for speaking out of turn, with spells and such. I mostly keep my head down and stay out of his way whenever possible. That's why you should deliver the tincture, not me.
Okay, let's deliver.
You. Yes, the one who talked to Balva. Follow me.
What? Edril? Do you want me to follow you? Oh, there is an optional, yeah.
Saw you talking with Britannia Balva. He's up to something. Perhaps old Edril can help you find out, eh? For the proper price.
Who are you?
Edril Athrin. I serve Britannia Balva. But that's not important. Like I said, Balva is up to something. Stinks. Maybe some coin will help me remember what it was.
Intimidated. You'll have a hard time counting those coins with broken fingers. Tell me what he's up to.
Fine. Balva is always up late writing. His journal will have the answers. It is in the basement of the retainer's billet. Now, leave me be.
You just want my money. Now let's do this optional step. Oh, okay, so... No. This is interesting. Anyone inside? Oh, there is something. There is someone inside. I'm not going to steal a melon. And where is the... Oh, it's down. Okay. Anyone here?
The god knows how to deal with the likes of you.
Of course, detected. Yeah. From the Journal of Balver Bemis. Laro Ralas is the worst excuse for an Oathman I have ever encountered. He's abusive, frightening, and arrogant, even by Talvani standards. Last week he chewed me out in front of Spellwright Varsva, and I had to stand there, head down and meek as he heaped abuse upon me. And then he struck me across the back of the head. Struck me. I was in tears. Everyone knows he is a bully and an arse. He blames his headaches for his frequent rages. Well, I'll give him a tincture to cure his headaches once and for all. Most of the ingredients are common, but some are a bit more esoteric. A unique breed of stinghorn, a gland from a particular bullnetch, and fungus that grows on the back of a shroom beetle from a certain locality. Up the potency and no more Laro. As a bonus, there will be a vacancy for his position. One flaw in the plan is that I cannot give him the tincture myself. No, he scares me, and the moment he sets eyes on me, I will go to pieces. No, I need a minion, an unassuming dupe that I can rely on to administer the poison. That will cure his headaches once and for all, to benefit of all of House Telvanni. So I don't have to stay. He already saw me. Now let's confront him.
Give Laro the tincture, and all will be well. Just a quick jaunt. He's nearby. Honestly, I envy you. A brisk daily walk is excellent for the humors.
I found your journal. I know you're trying to poison Laro.
No, I would never. Well, yes, I would. But please, just give him the poison. I mean the tincture.
No.
I'll take blame if you get caught. Just deliver it to him. He's truly awful. Bullying, boorish, with bad taste in clothes. Need I go on?
So you're going to kill him?
This is the Telvanni Peninsula. What other options do I have? If I just make him sick, he'll blame me for it. If I do nothing, I'll just continue to be bullied. Please, take the tincture, but just don't tell him. That's all I ask.
And warn Laro of the poison. Okay, let's go the other way. Let's see how this will work.
Halt! Everyone wants to pay me a bounty. It must be my face. It has that
Clemency.
you can trust me quality.
Yeah,
You'll try anything
pay.
like this
Ones
again.
who line their pockets.
Okay, this way. There was a guard. That's okay.
You could craft something nice with that.
Of course.
Who for, I wonder?
The Clemency skill line, I think it's in Thieves skill line. Or Brotherhood, somewhere there on those DLCs.
Complaining, Laro. Your headaches are no excuse for poor results. You are of House Telvanni. Find a remedy and press on.
Ah, my head. Balver is sending some minion to deliver my tincture. About time. Lazy fool couldn't even deliver it himself.
I think he deserves to die then.
Do you need something? I don't have time to waste with someone below my station. I've important House Telvanni affairs to see to, and my head is aching.
And he's ugly too. Fair warning, is poison. No. Here's your tincture. Enjoy.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Balver Bemis sent word that he had made a tincture for me. Glad you managed not to get lost. Damn these headaches. Makes it hard to concentrate and deal with my indolent and incompetent retainers.
And he's dead. Just like that.
Careless fool! Didn't even take a whiff before guzzling down a vial from a stranger. Well, I suppose his seat is empty now. I wonder who will claim it.
It worked? It worked! Is he... Oh, he is quite dead. Good. I did it! I mean, we did it. Thank you so much.
The poisoning of an Oathman is generally frowned upon, unless, of course, it is executed flawlessly. This was far from flawless.
Okay. Nice outfit on this one over here.
It feels as though a great weight has been lifted from my chest.
Looks like your poison worked.
I can't thank you enough for playing your part. You did wonderfully, and I am freed from my terrible predicament now. I don't know how to repay you. Or, wait, I do. Here's the coin I promised.
Oh, Seeker's Almalexia deck fragment. Oh, that's for playing that game, okay.
Well, we need a replacement. By the power granted me by House Telvanni, I bestow upon you, Balver Bemis, the rank of Oathman. Now be gone before someone poisons you.
Oathman! Well, if you say so, Spellright, I promise to bring pride and glory to House Telvanni.
And that's that. No. A component required to create a Tales of Tribute deck that tells the story of Almalexia. When you have all 5 Almalexia deck fragments, use the combine to unlock the Almalexia deck in Tales of Tribute. Complete the quest, Laros Headache in Apocrypha. Okay, Apocrypha, okay. Oh, and I can see found occasionally after defeating Herald Seekers. Oh my god. In delves. So I have to do delves for this one. Occasionally after defeating bosses. In Gorn and the Underwave public dungeons. Found occasionally after defeating world bosses. Okay. It's not that hard to find all of them. Okay, now what quest we still have around? Not the daily. Let's check the journal. That's a bow. That's a ring. Quests. Oh, I only have the main story, which is not on this, but I'm going over there. Okay, let's do some walking.
Good eye.
Yeah, this way. Where are they running? These players. There has to be a quest up there. I want to clear this map first before I'm moving to the other one where the main story is right now. There has to be something there. Camel Z.
Building up a stash. Good thinking.
Yeah, I can see the quest. That's interesting. And what do we have here?
Brigands, scoundrels, fleshy constructs.
Thorin Armas.
You! Yes, you must help me. Kemel's sacred site of the Tribunal is under attack. The secret underground laboratory of Sothasil himself has been invaded. Overrun.
Slow down, what's going on exactly?
Kemel's, where the magician himself studied among the dwarves, is under attack. The Painted Eye found Kemel's despite all our secrecy. I left Nelphas Drathan to defend Sothasil's laboratory, since he's a clockwork apostle.
Who are the Painted Eye?
Mercenaries who steal magical items. Kemel's holds dwarven technology and the magician's experiments. It's a banquet for their vile appetites. Please, talk to Nilfas Drathan and remove the Painted Eye from Kemel's. The Tribunal will reward you.
I'll see what I can do about the Painted Eye in Camel Z.
You'll find the entrance to Kemel's here. It may be difficult to spot, but the elevator should take you straight into the magician's laboratory. Nilfas Drathan will be there somewhere. Find him and rid the holy site of the Painted Eye.
Who is Nilfas Drathan?
One of Sothasil's clockwork apostles. He's a little arrogant, but I think our time together has endeared me to him in his own way. He stopped looking down on me and instead began talking to me through notes and letters. Still, he's an odd one.
Odd how?
I don't want to say anything out of turn. I'm sure he has his reasons as well. But the things Nilfas says seem overzealous, even for an apostle.
Tell me about the Painted Eye.
A violent group. They take what they want and do what they want with what they take. I don't know why they stormed Kemel's or even how they found out about it. But they started looting the outer laboratory as soon as they broke through the door.
What do they want in Camel Z?
I'm not sure. I don't even think they knew. Usually organized violence has someone there to oversee it, right? When I fled the underground, I didn't notice anyone who was in charge. Seems strange to me.
You left Nilfas alone to deal with the Painted Eye?
He's not alone. Kemel's is filled with dwarven machines, fabricants, and there's even a factotum who oversees all the security measures. Between the dwarven constructs and Sothasil's own mechanical creations, the Painted Eye should slow down.
Fabricants? Factotums?
Oh, yes, of course. Fabricants are being created by Sothasil of both metal and flesh. They're works of genius who populate the Clockwork City. Factotums are entirely mechanical and resemble large suits of armor. They talk too.
This is still grey.
One of Sothasil's
Clockwork
apostles.
What's a Clockwork
He's a little
Apostle?
arrogant, the most devout of Sothasil's worshippers. They live almost exclusively in the Clockwork City. I heard they even cut off their own body parts and replaced them with mechanisms. Didn't believe that until I met Nilfas Draythin.
What's the Clockwork City?
Only the greatest achievement since the creation of all life. The magician's mechanical world. It's a marvel, a wonder. I've never actually been there or seen it. Truthfully, the city is hidden away, and none but the apostles know where it is.
How was Nilfas behaving oddly?
I don't want to say anything out of turn. I'm sure he has his reasons as well. But the things Nilfas says seem overzealous, even for an apostle.
Can you tell me anything else about Camel Z?
Back in the First Era, before the Tribunal ascended to godliness, King Nerevar brokered an alliance with the dwarves. Dumark Dwarf King gifted Sothasil a wing of Camel Z as a sign of that alliance.
Does he still use it?
Oh no, he's much too busy. Now, most of Camel Z belongs to the remaining dwarven machines. Nilfas and I care for Sothasil's wing. Nilfas oversees Sothasil's experiments, and I keep thieves and miscreants from the doors. This is my fault.
What did Sothasil study in his wing?
Magics that are far beyond the scope of my understanding. Sometimes, the Telvanni Masters try and access the wing to see what Sothasil studied, but we have defensive measures in place to keep them from seeing too much of his research.
So the quests in NECROM, they have so much text, but I really like to read everything and hear everything. So I have to go up here. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Oh, I can go in from here, yes. I can go in. Restoration staff, but I don't need a restoration staff. Oh, I got another endeavor. This is the elevator. Oh, that's awesome. So this is like a delve.
Creature of flesh, but without the sign of the painted. Come here.
What's this light over here?
I assume that fool Thorin sent you.
Oh, yeah.
Your presence isn't required. I am a clockwork apostle, and I have the situation here well in hand. If you'd be so kind as to vacate the premises, you can reassure Thorin that he has no need to worry.
No need to worry, you dealt with the painted eye already.
Currently dealing with... I'm activating the dwarven constructs. They're highly effective at frightening off any hostiles who come here. Really, this is standard procedure. I'm not even sure what that dithering fool was worried about.
Why would they make all this effort and then get scared away?
Have you faced an homunculi? Whatever the painted eye are after, I doubt it's valuable enough to drive them to such bravery. Not when murderous dwarven machines spring from every wall.
You mean you don't know why the painted eye are here?
How could you possibly think I'd know something like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have sacred items to collect. Best not let any painted eye stragglers find Lord Set's world-altering projects. Give my regards to Thorin.
Wait, I have some questions.
I truly do not have the time for this. Fine. If it means you're less likely to poke your nose in matters where it doesn't belong, then I'll listen to your queries.
Thorin said you're a clockwork apostle.
I didn't replace my flesh out of curiosity. If you're wondering what one of Set's most devoted followers is doing here, I came to study his greatest machine and keep it protected. Which is what you're keeping me from.
You did that to your arms on purpose?
Flesh is flawed. Why else would Set create a world of mechanical permanence? In the Clockwork City, my arms allowed me to access more research and study more mechanisms than you'll ever encounter.
What is the Clockwork City?
A world set apart from our own. Set, Sotha Seal, whatever name you call him by, created it. It's a place of machines, where everything runs routinely, and very little changes. I'd be surprised if you ever laid eyes on it.
What is a factotum?
That mechanism there. They were built to maintain the Clockwork City. Usually they stick to singular tasks, sweeping maintenance, that sort of thing. This one is a prototype, one of the earlier models, which explains its poor condition.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. If I had to guess, the damage occurred during the Painted Eye's attack.
I don't have any other questions.
I'm locking this door behind me. You can see yourself out.
Investigate
Alert. Disruption. Danger. Repair construct. Stop the betrayal.
This one.
Analyzing. Subject unknown. Threat detection unknown. Begin friendly introduction. Greetings. I am Proteus. Camel Z security oversight. Error. Diagnostic check. Error. Error.
Deception, danger, what's going on here?
Healing. Burnt fields. Rust. Apostle Nilfar Straithen override. Doors. Unlocked. Painted Eye hostiles. Outer laboratory. Compromised. Error. Dreaming. Incomplete. Diagnostic test. Failed. Totus model. Critical components missing.
Nilfas Drayton let the Painted Eye in.
Conclusion. Affirmative. Imperative. Stop. Apostle Nilfar Straithen. Protus security oversight. Error. Protus assistance. Repair required. Critical components missing.
Where can I find your missing components?
Scanning for components. Recipient's cortex. West wing. Cognition cluster. West wing. Self-repair protocols. Accessible. Components required.
Okay, some components over here on the big door.
Is this a sign of imperfection? Or is this the
Oh, this
fundamental
is
truth
Photosierra.
of creations? Is it separate from the morality of the mortal world?
Percipient's cortex, a metal cube with glyphs and other mystical symbols carved into each side. There are some burn marks and unidentifiable residues on the cube's edges.
Got to do better than that to stop us.
Cognition cluster, a bundle of wires and metal plates. They all seem indistinguishable, but some buzz when held on, others are devoid of energy. Now let's give him the parts.
Scanning component location. Components nearby. Insert into Comar shelf.
I'll just give this to you.
Recipient's cortex functional. Cognitive cluster restored. Corporeal system repair complete. Hello, I am Proteus, Camel Z security oversight construct. I ensure that the inner laboratory is not disturbed until the creator, Lord Set, returns.
You're fixed now?
My form is fully functional, but my memory and connection to the systems here remain fractured. Nilfar Strafen removed the mnemonic fragments which facilitated that connection. We will need to install new ones.
What are mnemonic fragments?
Another of Lord Set's early projects. Later he stored his memories in the stars. But in Camel Z he was more grounded. They can connect information to the inner workings of the laboratory. Importantly, they are compatible with my form.
If we find the mnemonic fragments, you'll be able to reconnect to the laboratory?
Affirmative. These are the locations of the major mnemonic fragments. Find them, and my systems will be fully restored.
Okay. No. Oh, he's coming with me, okay. Laboratory of Sparks. Major mnemonic fragment, the spark.
Think, talk, you move and you have a name. What is missing? You, Proteus, have more purpose than half of all mortals. So why aren't you better than them?
The Creator left before I could learn the answer to his question.
Okay. Now let's learn more.
Let's knock some heads.
We are good? Yeah. Now let's go to the other two.
Easy.
You're dead.
Fauna study. The fauna.
Given time, your joints will wear down. Your precision footpads will dent and crumble. But in this moment, and only this moment, you are perfection itself.
Self-repair was the only way the Creator could circumvent inevitable deterioration.
Oh. And level 16. Oh, someone joined my stream. Hello. Welcome to my stream. So we got a level. Bank upgrade. Taylor. Magica. Oh, I can morph this. But I don't know which one to choose. Let that there. Psychic lesson. Oh my god. Your attacks wound the mind with heretical knowledge, increasing damage dealt by status effects by 7% and status effect chance by 37%. That will be my next skill. Outer laboratory. And the last one over there. Let's go.
I know differently if I find myself hesitant. And my actions are worried my actions lead me.
This is so easy. What do we have here? Major mnemonic fragment, the flora.
I've studied countless specimens. None are without flaws, yet all achieve a sort of beauty.
Oh, this plant.
Is that it? In order to create a form this pure, must I master the art of irregularities?
It took the creator a long time to differentiate mandatory flaws from those he could improve upon.
This plant has poison. Yep. Let's avoid that one.
Return to the antechamber. I will meet you there, so we can gain entrance to the inner laboratory.
To the inner laboratory. Okay, let's go this way.
Others live in chaos. Their choices give them agency. I know differently, yet I find myself hesitating. Am I actually worried my actions lead to failure?
Oh. And there are two.
Set my teeth on edge.
Security oversight protocols becoming available. Searching for Apostle Nilfas Drafen.
Yeah, it's over there, by this door.
Dreaming. Soft rose. Furrowed brows. Apostle's journal available. Talk to me while my connection is restored.
Okay.
This is a visually recorded journal. One of Set's inventions that was too flawed to bring to the Clockwork City. I wonder what the issue with this one is. No matter. The only way to understand is to study. I'll keep a record of my time here.
View first recording.
Entry 1. I spent so many years idolizing Set's perfect creations, but he is a fool. When one machine doesn't work, you don't leave it incomplete. You destroy it and build a new. So why is this imperfect world still standing? Why does Nerthen exist?
Okay, view another recording.
Entry 228.
Whoa, there's so many.
Documents on why Set continues to allow a flawed plane to exist. Why allow this broken place to continue? There may be answers within the probabilis, but Protus refuses to open the doors. Obstinate machine. I will have answers.
Okay, another.
Entry 239. There are no answers, no resolutions, no recorded thoughts or explanations, nothing. The Clockwork City exists, as does the probabilis. Maybe this is what I'm here to achieve. If none can be fixed, it will be with the probabilis.
Another.
Entry 279. Those painted-eye fools care only for profit, and their leaders are far too simple-minded to double-cross me. While they deal with Thorin and the laboratory security, I'll disable Protus. With the probabilis, I will make things right.
Okay.
Laboratory security and oversight protocols restored. Locating Apostle Nilfas Drafen. Dreaming. Damp cough. Polished key. Apostle Nilfas Drafen and several unregistered guests approach the Clockwork Probabilis.
What is the clockwork probabilities?
Intrinsic forces govern events on Nan. Some are constant, like the force which compels objects to fall to the ground, while others defy prediction and categorization. The probabilis allows for willful manipulation of such forces.
So the probabilis controls these rules.
It is a prototype, a precursor to Lord Set's great work, the Throne Aligned. If Apostle Nilfas Drafen activates the probabilis, Nern will suffer destabilization. Loss of life will far exceed acceptable thresholds. Safeguards breached.
What's wrong?
The Painted Eye breached the door to the inner laboratory. They are close to the Clockwork Probabilis, and Apostle Nilthus Strathen is with them. I will use the security measures to hinder them, but we must protect the Probabilis.
Where is the Clockwork Probabilis?
Through the door Apostle Nilthus Strathen used when we first met. It will open for you now.
Okay. Let's go through the door.
Protus, you're active?
Halt, Apostle. You won't reach the Probabilis.
Sabatons of health. Oh, another player. He's just running and running.
Your hypothesis is incorrect. This will only result in catastrophic failure.
In catastrophic failure. Which way? This way.
You're too late. The Clockwork Probabilis is mine to control.
You must stop him before his actions cause irreparable damage.
Yeah, we are going to do that. Now let's fight.
We arrived too late. Apostle Nilthus Strathen activated the Probabilis. Stop him before it makes a lasting change.
Whoa, what is this? Look at this place.
The Probabilis is active. You think you can stop me now? The likes of you won't stop me.
And you're dead, my friend. Oh, that's another... Oh, okay. That's another fragment.
I see Nilthus Strathen's bid for control over the Probabilis is over. Good. He lacked the capacity to understand it.
You knew Nilfas Drathan will do this?
Even as a mnemonic fabrication, I know that many will take issue with my work. Nilfas Drathan tried to reconcile his beliefs with reality, and his answers fell short. He led to false conclusions, as he was always going to.
Why didn't you stop him?
I could not. Just as he could not stop himself from committing this act. Cause and effect are matters of fact. Now that the Drathan event is concluded, Protus will receive new safeguard directives. When we are through, speak to Protus.
I have nothing I want to speak to you about now. Let's see, I have some questions for you.
Of course. I cannot promise you satisfaction, only that I will answer as truthfully as I'm able.
You keep saying you're a mnemonic fabrication. You're not Sotasil?
Mnemonic fragments store memories. I sought to use the memories to create an artificial animus. Alas, all I was able to achieve was the appearance of a fully developed soul. I am a convincing lie. Artificial, perhaps more than Protus.
Why do you keep talking like you are Sotasil?
Such is the duality of my mind. I know I am not the truth so to seal, but my memories are his. My thoughts mirror his. I speak like him because the memories allow for only one way of speaking. I exist only for the sake of this conversation.
What will happen to you after this ends?
Protus will preserve the mnemonic fragments so I will not fall to ruin. But I will not grow or develop either. I will be stuck in stasis until such time as circumstance alters my course. I hope my original does not face the same fate.
Do you know why the clockwork probabilis is still functional?
The progression of time is linear. It expands in both directions at a fixed rate. Nilfas Drathan activated the probabilis. Therefore it must be functional so that it could be activated. Do you think leaving it the way I did was irresponsible?
I guess you did what you had to.
A platitude, but still you are correct. I followed my only course of action.
Why study all these different things?
My laboratories here in Kemel Z were the beginning of a much larger project. I knew where my experiments in tinkering would lead, but without starting here, those goals would never be achieved. Because I knew my success, I also knew my course.
If you knew where this was going, why did you need to tinker?
I could offer you a convincing lie, but I did promise the truth. Knowing and understanding are entirely different. I knew what I needed to create down to every gear and wire. But still, I did not understand a single piece.
So, you experimented in order to understand?
Precisely. I suppose you could say that I worked backwards, and in doing so found more answers than I thought I had questions.
Do you know why the clockwork I'm always... blah, 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 probabilis is still functional?
The progression of time is linear.
Yes, and this, yes, of course.
You seem resolute in that. The truth, which is what I promised, is that this wasn't your decision to make. It was mine. I did what I had to, as you would have done in my position, regardless of the outcome.
There's nothing else I want to ask. I'll talk to Protus.
Your work here is complete. I thank you for your service. If you would not mind returning to Thorin Armus, please tell him that his presence is no longer needed in Kemel Z.
Thorin won't be able to come back here?
He is mortal. Mortals can be swayed to endanger the security of Kemel Z. I'm sure Thorin Armus will quickly be assigned to another sacred site. Do not fear for Thorin Armus. I will maintain this laboratory on my own. It is my duty.
What about the painted eye?
Without Nilfas Drathan to guide them, the Painted Eye's presence here will dwindle until the halls are quiet once more. I will work with the security systems in order to drive the Painted Eye out.
How long will that take?
I cannot say. It may only take a few hours, or it could take a season. It depends on how stubborn they are. But after they are gone, I will begin the locking sequence. Like my creator before me, I will shun the world of mortals.
You're going to lock the doors?
Not me. The creator, so the seal did. My directives must be detailed and precise, as I oversee many systems here in Camel Z. I have one last directive to fulfill before beginning my new duties. Here, this is payment for the services you rendered.
Thank you. Okay, now let's find out if it's still here. No, it's not. No, it was right there. And I got another. I still need 3. Awesome. Chest. Heavy. Yeah, give me Magica. Okay, so we are done there too. I think I completed everything around this map. I have to search around the roads and see if there is something there. But I think I will end here. It's past midnight. I'm going to rest a bit. In the morning I'm going to work. And I will play more tomorrow night again.
Useful. Hold on to that.
Okay, so thank you so much for watching, for being here with me. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Until then, take care, my friends. Bye bye.